All right, I'm going to walk you through the building again, a little more detail to give you guys a clearer picture of what we're going to be doing when you arrive. And my goal is to have everything ready in the rooms before you arrive, having all the drywall in the right places. In the 3 rooms, we were going to use about 100 sheet of drywall and then 50 sheets of drywall out in the hallway. And this room that I'm standing in right now is room H5. And it will require 25 sheets of drywall on the walls, and then on the ceilings we're looking at 15 sheet of drywall. On the exterior wall here, you see over my shoulder with the insulation in it. That wall will have conduit running it first, and I think to get us on a speedy start, if you're arriving on, we're gonna have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as work days. I think I'll press to get the conduit in that exterior wall at least before you arrive, and we'll have these window areas where there's no insulation covering those holes. Those are future windows, and we won't do windows this time, but we could use some good ideas from our builders as far as a nice eye-appealing way of covering those holes for future use. So when we have windows in the future, we just pull off the caps or whatever we put on those and get some windows in right away. This is room H5, walking down the hallway from H5 into our second room, which is a smaller room. Now, this room's going to require 16 sheet of drywall on its walls and 9 sheet of drywall on the ceiling. Sheets of drywall on the ceiling. And again, same plan, conduit in the walls and drywall on ceilings and in the walls. As we start getting the drywall in, mutters can follow up. I don't know the experience level of all the people coming, but we can have mutters just start right away as we begin this process. Again, this is the third room. Room 3 is going to need 22 sheet of drywall on the walls, and we're looking at 13 in the ceiling. And this will be the third room that we're looking to complete for the summer camp goal, so that we can utilize these rooms for our boys' dormitory and summer camp. And this is what the team was supposed to do that was coming from Kansas City. And they were going to come and put in the drywall on the ceiling as well here in the hallway, which was a goal for them. But getting those 3 rooms would be great. And if we, as the team's here, and if we're knocking this thing out really well, definitely would be helpful to do other tasks. We're just going to have to see how it progresses. I can see it happening for sure. Our electrician is going to be interested in our where we're coming from. I have this area already ran conduit for for another area that we've been building, and this is the future area where the circuit breaker box will be in this side of the building. And we'll just be basically running 3 home runs from here up into the ceiling, across, and then straight down. As you can see, 1 run will go through the hallway here, 1 or 2 actually, and then home runs for these 3 rooms, 1, 2, 3, will go straight out and then down there. Our electrician should have a great idea as far as the best routes to take, etc. That will make it easy to pull the wires in the future. Let me give you an idea of what the conduit looks like that we're going to be using. This is it's a flex, plastic flex. We don't have to use a bending tool to get this conduit bent. It's just very easy to work with, I find it is. And then we have these boxes that will be, this is for the ceiling, the home runs that'll feed the switches and the circuits in the walls and stuff and such. But yeah, it's just it's not really complicated to work with. Just want to give you an idea. And then to get through those beams in the ceiling, I have this manual cutter. It cuts holes and allows you to run that conduit nicely through it. We'll have to drill through some areas of the studs, and but that's something I can definitely be working on, getting things prepped so we get this done smoothly. As far as tools are concerned, show you some tools. And we have on this table here, we have our Makita set. Chris Trainer, a godly man builder that came up here a few years back, he gave these to me. This is a drywall Makita. These are all 18 volt Screwdrivers, strong, heavy duty, nice ones. And I think that these three will serve us well. I have a Bosch Professional. This is also 18 volt, really good one. What we could use is if anybody has batteries, this is a BL 1830 Makita. And if somebody owns one of these kind of drills, we don't need the drill. I think that 4 screw guns are going to keep us, as far as the drywallers, it might be enough. If you all think we need more, then definitely bring more. But we could use more batteries, so we don't have any downtime waiting for the batteries to charge. This is a BL 1830 Makita, 18 volt and 3 amp. A charger would be nice as well, not to keep, but as far as to borrow. And this is a DC18RA, and it's used to charge the nickel and also the lithium ion. And I hope you can see a good clear shot of that. And again, not to keep, but just to have up here during the time when the team's building, so that we don't have downtime with batteries. I have a limited amount of batteries, only one for each drill. And we have a lot of tools here as far as for spackling. I have the stainless steel tray. Some people prefer that. I also have this kind of a holder for the mud, if you want to use that. That's my preferred. We only have 2, so if we're going to have more than 2 mudders, we do need more trays, or we can use makeshift. I mean, just, or you know, it's not necessary. This is the kind of mud we use. It comes in a 5-gallon bucket. I have lots of blades, spackle blades. They're all straight and filed and nice. They're not pretty. I've used them a lot, but they're good tools. I have here, as far as other tools for our drywall. This is the kind of tape we like to use. This is a fiberglass mesh. I do prefer this. If the guys coming up prefer paper and they're good at it, all power to them. Bring it up and let them use paper. But as far as I'm concerned, I love this stuff, and I've gotten used to it. And then we have plenty of chalk lines. I have 3 chalk lines. I have the files for the drywall, cutting little areas or holes in drywall. I even have this fancy thing that was left by Chris Trainer as well, and it's a nice tool that cuts both sides of the drywall at the same time. It has magnets and razor blades. It's really a neat thing. I never saw one before. Kind of cool. We have all kinds of vests as well, work vests. Some people like to carry tools and bear the weight on their shoulders, so we have vests to use. Also have all kinds of work belts. Some people prefer to carry their tools in a belt and carry the weight on their waist. Drywallers might just want a pouch that belts on them in the front that they can use for just the screws, because that's basically all you're going to be having is your screw gun. If you're just fastening them up. And then we have these kind of belts. I have all kinds of supplies that we've had teams and builders come up over the years and have left these supplies behind, and so we have plenty of tools. I can't think of anything we don't have. If we're talking about a team of 6 or 7, not everybody's going to be running a screw gun putting in drywall. So I'm thinking 4 people max operating those drills as far as fastening, and then some mudding and stuff. So I think we have all the tools that we need. I hope this gives you a better picture of what my hopes are. And I can just walk you through it really quickly. The 3 rooms, getting those done for summer camp, even if it only meant the drywall's up and we didn't mud. We have the drywall on the walls. That gives us a nice closed off area. I can run a electric heater in here. I know summer camp, you're laughing, probably thinking you need a heater. Sometimes you need a heater in summer camp just because the rooms get chilly at night if we have a cold summer. And then, but having the drywall up, I'll run these lights back in as temporary lighting not through the conduit, but just kind of drop them down as temporary lighting. I can show you when you're here. But getting these 3 rooms on the end would be, I guess, goal number 1. That's 105, 108 sheets of drywall that we need to hang, in addition to the conduit that we need to put into the walls. That would be great if we were able to accomplish that. If we're able to go further, I'm ordering 150 sheets. The $1,700 quote that I gave for the drywall and the screws was for 150 sheets of drywall. And will the remainder be a blessing to start on the ceiling here? Obviously, drywalling, the hardest is the ceiling. I can put drywall up by myself, and have done it on the ceiling as well. It's a hard job. So, but doing it on the ceiling first, just using that additional whatever we have left, that'd be great. If the Lord provides extra funds, I'm going to be talking to our other churches that they provide extra funds, and we're able to buy some more materials, and everything goes smoothly. If we're really, on day 2, if we're thinking, wow, we're going to knock this out, then getting some extra supplies and building materials would be a great blessing. I hope that kind of fills in all the blanks, answers a lot of questions that you might have. I am looking forward to this. And working hard. I put in all these ceiling studs in preparation for this team that for the last 6 to 8 months almost has been excited and committed to come. And I had myself just I worked hard and financially put the funds in to get all this prep work. And then they were going to come and purchase the drywall and send laborers and do basically what you guys are trying to rescue me with. So I guess I'm trying to say I'm a little bit tired, but I'm so encouraged that you guys are coming up, and I'm looking forward to having the help to see this done. Really looking forward to seeing this filled with kids and in our summer camp, and then of course we'll use it for more just summer camp. We'll use it for church services and everything else. So appreciate it. Excited about Kerwin coming up, and I'll keep you guys informed as time goes on. I hope I answered all your questions and give you a better perspective of what we're going to try to accomplish here during your time. God bless you. And again, any questions, just shoot me an email. I'll make a video. I think videos are the best way to communicate as far as when you're building. Gives you a better perspective of everything that you're supposed to be doing or trying to do. All right, guys. God bless you. And we'll be praying and trusting God to do great things. See you soon.